Imagine standing at the very edge of your own mind, looking out into a vast, dark abyss. It's a place you know exists, a place you've spent years, maybe even your whole life, actively avoiding. This abyss is filled with all the truths you've pushed down, the fears you've refused to acknowledge, and the parts of yourself you've deemed unworthy. What if I told you that the only way to truly find yourself, to become whole, is to dive headfirst into that darkness? This isn't just some dramatic metaphor. It's a profound psychological concept from the legendary Carl Jung, known as the Night Sea Journey. In ancient myths, heroes like Odysseus or Gilgamesh had to descend into the underworld. They didn't go there for a vacation. They went to face literal and metaphorical monsters, to confront death itself. Jung saw this as a perfect map for our own inner journey. A cordite descent into the unconscious. We all have an underworld within our minds. It's where we store our shadow self, all the things we dislike about ourselves. The guilt, the shame, the anger, the secret desires we're too afraid to admit. Society teaches us to build walls around this part of our psyche, to present a polished, perfect version of ourselves to the world. We build careers, relationships, and identities on top of this carefully constructed surface, all while a huge, uncharted territory rages beneath our feet. But here's the problem. You can't run from yourself forever. Eventually, life will push you to the edge. Maybe it's a breakup, a job loss, a health crisis, or just a quiet, persistent feeling that something is fundamentally wrong. This is the call to adventure, the beginning of your own night sea journey. The descent is terrifying. It feels like you're losing control, like the very foundation of your reality is crumbling. You come face to face with your monsters, your deepest insecurities, your oldest wounds, your most destructive patterns. You might see the parts of yourself that are selfish, envious, or cruel. It's a lonely and disorienting voyage, and it's tempting to turn back, to scramble back to the familiar, sunlit world you once knew. But Jung's wisdom, echoed in countless myths, tells us that the treasure is always guarded by the dragon. You can't get to the gold without first facing the beast. These monsters, these parts of your shadow, are not there to be slain and defeated. That's a common misunderstanding. They're there to be understood, to be integrated. They are the lost, wounded parts of you that have been exiled to the dark. Your jealousy might be a cry for self-worth. Your anger might be a shield for deep-seated pain. By turning to face them with curiosity and compassion, instead of fear, you begin to reclaim their power. You're not destroying the monster. You're taking back the energy it was hoarding. This is the heart of the journey. Integration. It's about making peace with your entire self, not just the good parts. As you navigate this inner landscape, you start to find the treasure. This isn't gold or jewels. It's something far more valuable. It's your authentic self, your true potential, the person you were before the world told you who you should be. You discover a strength you never knew you had, a resilience forged in the fires of your own personal underworld. You find creativity, intuition, and a profound sense of purpose. By embracing your darkness, you become more whole, more human, and ironically, more full of light. This brings us to the final, beautiful revelation of the Night Sea Journey. You begin to understand that darkness is not the absence of light. It's not a void to be feared and avoided. Instead, you realize that darkness is the very space where light renews itself. Think of a seed in the soil, a baby in the womb, or the stars that can only be seen against the blackness of night. The most profound growth happens in the dark. The journey through your own personal night isn't about being lost. It's about being reborn. It's the sacred process of letting your old self die so that a truer, more powerful self can emerge. So, if you feel like you're standing at that abyss, if you feel life is pulling you down into the dark, don't despair. You might just be on the verge of the most important journey of your life. Have the courage to take that first step. The treasure of your true self is waiting. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more journeys into the depths of the mind. See you next time.